Greetings, dear ones. However great our spiritual practices may be, if it doesn't give us rest, if it doesn't give us rest, if it doesn't give us peace, if it doesn't allow us to be free in our mind and life, what use is that practice? So, I have cultivated in the past 25 years certain very good points of what the spirituality is all about. Because I entered and experimented with different fields of spirituality, and in the end of every experiment I came with a conclusion of that which was something else. I entered into multiple fields thinking it is something, and when I was in those fields I realized it was something else. And by the time I concluded, I knew that this is not what it is all about. And at the end of that large time that I spent, I realized that why did I spend so much of time when the simplicity of the practice was just to make me realize this particular thing. So not in one place, in multiple places, maybe at least 12 different arenas. So from there, I have concluded on the spiritual path what I today am following, and today what I am teaching or preaching or whatever. It all comes from that, the essence of the whole practices that I did. And today I share these things with fellow seekers, trying to convey that if certain things are followed, that's enough. You don't have to beat around the bush. Of course, when your viveka or your intellect is completely dead, you need most of the things, but I don't think this is the case with most. So if we just nourish that viveka, that intelligence, the intellect a little bit with certain practices, and you simply take care of simple things in life, you'll suddenly see you're already attained the freedom. Most of the freedom that we do not attain is coming from wrong beliefs and conditions. Multiple people which we listen to from the outside world, because everybody has their own way of seeing things and teaching things. So when you learn what is a conditioned pattern, a conditioned belief, a conditioned way of life, a conditioned way of even finding solutions in life, that also is conditioned. I've seen so many times, I have seen it being so deeply conditioned. So when we are looking into any of these kind of conditioned practices, you become again more conditioned. And that is where the catch is. One condition to the other condition to the third condition. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you are only getting simply conditioned to some already preconditioned stuff. And what I am trying to say is get free of all the preconditioned stuff. And for that, you need a little courage. Why you don't have courage is because there is no clarity. Once you have the clarity, there is confidence and conviction, and from that you'll act. That is what I've been trying to do in the past 3 years. And that is what I've succeeded, I believe, to a large extent in extending these things to many seekers who have already found peace, who have found relief from these things. So this is what I want to discuss and share a lot of tips and guidelines, including practices, in tomorrow's Sunday webinar, which I've named it as the magic of awareness, or you can say the magic of shifting into awareness, or the magic of living in awareness. It's a magical phase. It's magical because it's easier than you can think about. But since we do not apply it, it remains as it is, and it seems very difficult, or it seems very mundane. Like, for example, I've kept a very nominal price for this. So immediately the conditioned mind, what will feel is, hey, it is some simple. So the more you price it, the more it has value. I've seen this. The more you hype things, the more it gets value. The more simple you keep it, people don't take it. People feel, no, if it is less, or if it, that is why one reason I don't do anything free, because the moment you say free, However precious we might do anything in that, it will be taken as bits and pieces of paper. It will have no value. So I talk to conditioned minds. I don't talk to unconditional people, unconditioned minds. So to talk to conditioned minds, I need to market it in a certain way. I need to use the marketing tactic because people understand only marketing tactics because we have got conditioned to all this stuff. You talk to people simply while you're sitting in satsanga and you tell simple truths in certain way. Certain people who have raised their consciousness, who understand the preciousness of that, will simply get it. But you talk simple words and they'll say, what is this about? Give us something more complicated, more difficult, which looks like impossible, which looks like you have to literally climb some great heights and jump from there, like a bungee jumping. We love all bungee jumping, adventure. And that's not what this is all life is all about. That's not what spirituality is all about. It's all in simplicity. So simple people understand it better. So to become simple, we need evolved intellect. Because what do you say, like, simple living, great thinking, these are all evolved intellects. So to have even simplicity in life, you need an evolved intellect, purified intellect. To be even humble and simple, despite whatever this world is giving you or what you're stuck in, so-called stuck in, yet to be humble and simple in that as though detached, it needs something. So we are talking about that, being in the world yet not of it. Because I'm telling you, until you come to that state where you are in this world but it's not affecting you, it's not controlling you, you are in full control of your life. The fear has to get eradicated. Fear of death, fear of life, fear of anything. When that fear goes, you simply exist. And in that existence, there is peace. Most of us are not peaceful because there is a lot of fear, apprehensions. So how to get rid of all that? We are learning it in this awareness, simple awareness practices. But as I told you, don't go by the name and don't go by the charges at least. I fool people all the time with webinar names. If you go by the names, Tarkasura, you will do a lot of tarka. And those who do too much of tarka will be confused. Will not understand anything in the name. It's in the essence of the practice. It is in the essence of that satsanga. It is in essence of what we look forward to in that. What is the aim? Sadhya. So let's say yours and mine, sadhya is the same. That is what I try to first do. Bring our sadhya into one, goal into one, and then we do the practice. Always. So if you're interested, let's meet tomorrow. Stay blessed.